to be its own city known as the City of Sawtelle. I'm Chris Kiefer, the Senior Librarian here at the West Los Angeles Regional Branch Library, and I have with me here the original seal from the City of Sawtelle. Sawtelle was incorporated in 1906, and in 1922, the citizens voted to merge the City of Sawtelle with the City of Los Angeles. The last city clerk from the City of Sawtelle was a man named Lyndon Burzell. He went on to be a local businessman and involved in many community organizations. This library was built in 1956, and upon its one-year anniversary in 1957, Lyndon Burzell gifted the City of Sawtelle seal to the West LA Library so that we could have it here for the future, and it still works. The City of Sawtelle seal features the incorporation date, the motto Progress, and in the middle a sycamore tree, which used to be a local landmark here in the area, until unfortunately it was burned down by some careless children and firecrackers.
Hello everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Fire evacuation orders are lifted for Palisades residents. While there are plenty of unknowns ahead for those venturing back into burn-scarred neighborhoods, LA City's fire department wants everyone to be familiar with the safety protocols.
So here we are in the Pacific Palisades, one of the many neighborhoods that have been damaged by the wildfire that came through. And many people can drive right past a sign like this and not even notice it, but it is really important. Caution does need to take place when you're entering here. These are areas that have been damaged by the wildfire. Dangerous conditions still exist. And so we'll show you what some of those dangerous conditions are and what we want people to do and what we want people not to do. Here we are at a home that has unfortunately been destroyed, but we really want to drive home the point that we do not want people to sift or to sort through any debris. House debris after a hazardous fire can contain some toxic materials. You could have asbestos, lead, mercury, just normal chemicals from household products.
This can be lithium-ion batteries. This can be wall chargers. This can be propane tanks. If you do have a lithium-ion battery, those batteries can be found in your electric vehicles. They can be found in power banks inside your home. They can still be explosive. You need to ensure that you do not touch them, you do not come in contact with them. It can off-gas and potentially explode, even if it looks like it's safe and it's intact.
It's also important to remember that the infrastructure has not fully been restored to areas like this. That's including gas, water that is not safe to drink, and power.
So residents are being provided at checkpoints with a Tyvek suit, which is a white suit that's going to give you some protection, a mask that's going to protect your airway, as well as some gloves. But what we want to remind you is that even with these protections in place, we still do not want you to remain in that area any longer than you have to. You want to leave the cleanup to the professionals. You want to get in there, get your essential items, and then you need to leave.
Going through the debris of your home can actually affect your insurance claim. So make sure that you limit what you're recovering to just essential items needed. General information regarding the Palisades fire is at LAFD.org.
As the representative for the Pacific Palisades, Councilwoman Tracy Park has been at the forefront during the city's fire response. Now, Park is set to lead a new recovery committee, which will oversee the area's rebuilding and restoration.
2 weeks ago, on this morning, we woke up to a city that no longer seemed familiar. Smoke filled our skies, our hillsides were charred. Recovery and long-term rebuilding efforts necessitate a committee that will focus exclusively on those tasks in the months and years ahead.
The Committee for LA Recovery is going to be a platform to bring some managed oversight, structure, and supervision to the multi-layered governmental response that is going to be necessary for our disaster recovery and rebuilding process. So one of the things that is critically important as we get through the recovery and the rebuilding process is that the residents and stakeholders of the Pacific Palisades themselves not only have a seat at the table, but are the driving force behind what happens next. So one of the things that I intend to do through that committee is create a platform to elicit information and feedback from the residents themselves. So the committee will be a place where we can receive regular reports and updates from our partners on the ground, whether it's EPA and FEMA on toxic hazard removal and debris removal, whether it is bringing in our partners from FEMA and the Department of Insurance. There is a lot of work to be done, and this is an opportunity, a community-led opportunity, to synthesize and oversee that work to make sure that what we rebuild in the Palisades is going to be sustainable for future generations in LA. As soon as our agenda is ready, the city clerk will post that on the city website. I will post that and share it out through our CD11 official channels at Councilwoman Tracy Park on Instagram and Facebook, and through my newsletter, which folks can sign up for at cd11.lacity.gov.
I look forward to everyone's partnership, ideas, and input, and the collective effort that I know that we are all going to make as a city to make things right.
Outside of the fire zone, a good news event from the Port of Los Angeles. At their 10th annual State of the Port, the ups and downs were all in the right places. Jobs up, pollution down, and community relations getting stronger.
Today we're at the Port of Los Angeles at the World Cruise Center for the 10th annual State of the Port event. We had more than 650 people here to talk about all the work the port is doing in the community to reduce emissions and to build business. We move, we create a new job.
Well, the port is very important to not only this council district, but to this entire region. 1 in 9 jobs in the county of Los Angeles are directly related to the port. But it's also important to make sure that we have local participation in how the port operates, to make sure that the air and the traffic and the way they conduct their business is conducive to the human beings that are living in and around this community.
The State of the Port every single year is a baseline event for our industry where we get to take stock of what happened the year before and then look forward to the year ahead.
We've gotten record levels of federal and state funding, complemented by private sector investment that's building new capabilities to bring more cargo in and decarbonizing our traditional diesel machines with zero emissions units. We're investing in our community to make our neighborhoods cleaner and more fun to visit than ever. And we had our second best year ever, which means we're creating even more jobs and helping the U.S. economy thrive.
The idea of the event, obviously, is to not just bring people together to talk about what's going on in the port community and what's going on the year ahead, but also to raise money for really important local charities, EXP, an educational nonprofit that focuses on the industrial waterfront and getting kids pathways to careers in the port and in the supply chain and goods movement, and then also the International Seafarers Center, which is dedicated to taking care of the folks that are actually on the ships now, sailing around the world, providing them with support, communications, education, just a place away from home when they're coming into this port.
The vision that we heard today was about continuing to advance the environmental sustainability of goods movement and to continue to make sure that we have the opportunity to engage both industry and the communities and that they can live together peacefully and healthfully. And so we've come a long way, and we have a long way to go.
As a former California Assembly member, Adrian Nazarian is no stranger to public service. Now, the new council member is sworn in and ready to serve over 250,000 Angelenos in areas such as North Hollywood, Van Nuys, and Toluca Lake.
I do solemnly swear I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
You proud of your dad? Congratulations, Councilmember. So I am very glad to be serving with you, to know that you will be able to play a strong leadership role and help us rebuild our city and rebuild our city in a much better way.
Councilmember Adren Nazarian. We're very excited that he's going to be representing the 2nd District for at least the next 4 years. He's got a long history in this community, worked with the previous council office years ago, and then served this area in the state legislature in Sacramento. So we're excited to have his experience and his passion on the LA City Council.
But before we do that, Mr. Nazarian.
Thank you, Council President. Thank you for the opportunity to present, and I look forward to many more conversations.
With his background in City Hall, I think he understands that you have to pay special attention not only to what happens in City Hall, but constituent services, right? It's different than being in Sacramento. You're in constant communication with them. It's about their quality of life issues, and I think he understands that, and I think he's going to be a really good council member.
While he's certainly going to be new in this job, he's not a stranger to public service, and I'm sure he's going to be able to build upon background, training, and experience to really be an effective legislator. I'm looking forward to working with him on the Los Angeles City Council as we work together, creating the kind of community that can really thrive.
He knows the community, he understands how the city works, how the state works, and is able to help piece it all together. And we need folks with this kind of experience working in City Hall because we have a lot of challenges in front of us.
This is a place where the constituents wants to see you fill that pothole, whether it is proper treat really hard together to give people the best quality of life possible.
The challenges that my constituents are facing are also challenges that many of my colleagues' constituents are facing. So we need to lock arms and figure out how to address issues together and work for the common good of our residents.
The LA City Attorney announces the Joint Regional Fire Crimes Task Force. The deadline for FEMA recovery assistance is March 10th, and California's governor signs $2.5 billion in fire recovery funds for LA. The story is up next on City Beat.
LA City Attorney Heidi Feldstein-Soto announced the launch of the Joint Regional Fire Crimes Task Force, which will prosecute fire-related crimes as LA recovers from the wildfires. The task force will partner with the offices of the U.S. Attorney, LA County District Attorney, and other agencies to share intelligence on criminal activity, including looting, arson, illegal drones, fraud, and price gouging. The public is encouraged to report wrongdoing to law enforcement and for financial fraud to contact the National Center for Disaster Fraud hotline on 866-720-5721. For more information, visit cityattorney.lacity.gov/news. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, has announced the deadline to apply for assistance for recovery from the LA wildfires is March 10, 2025. Anyone affected by the LA area wildfires can apply for assistance by calling FEMA's helpline at 800-621-3362, using the mobile app, or applying online at disasterassistance.gov. Creating an online account allows for updating personal information, reviewing a disaster assistance application, and communicating with FEMA. In-person assistance is available at 2 FEMA disaster recovery centers 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., including at UCLA Research Park in the city of Los Angeles. For more information, visit disasterassistance.gov. Bipartisan relief funds of $2.5 billion have been expedited by California Governor Gavin Newsom for the recovery efforts in the aftermath of the LA wildfires. The governor joined Mayor Bass and Pasadena officials at the signing of 2 bills, which will support emergency protective measures, debris removal, and post-fire hazard assessments. Local governments will get $4 million to speed up the rebuilding process, with additional resources for planning, inspections, and building approvals. A further $1 million will support rebuilding fire-damaged school facilities. Following the fires, Newsom has issued executive orders orders that aid recovery and provide protections from price gouging and real estate speculation. For more information, visit gov.ca.gov/newsroom.
When it comes to emptying the shelters and finding homes for pets, the Los Angeles Dodgers are more than happy to pitch in and help out at LA Animal Services.
Today we're at the East Valley Animal Services Center in Van Nuys, and the Los Angeles Dodgers and Bank of America partner every year. It's an opportunity for our staff and volunteers from both organizations to get out in the community along with our players to prepare for the new season and to show our community just how much we love them, that they are as much a part of us as we are of them. Today we want to make it special for you. So we are going to give everyone an opportunity to see our 2024 World Series trophy. Have a good lunch. Landon's here to say hi to everyone.
Obviously, as much as animals kind of mean the world to us, I absolutely love my dog, and I can't imagine kind of getting separated or any of that. And it's great to see the people kind of out here being able to help and reunite some people with theirs, and being able to help some of these puppies get adopted as well to new families. It's a great feeling to be able to come see people get together with these.
This event is important because we have seen with the devastating wildfires, many pets were separated from their families. Some of them were left with nowhere to turn. And the care that they're providing here is life-saving. They're giving the pets more than water and food and shelter. They're giving them a second chance. So we know that the families that one day are gonna bring these pets home are really thankful for the care. And we're hoping that our visit here gives visibility to the shelter and that the public knows there's a lot of pets here waiting to be taken home.
So today the volunteers are helping with one of the most crucial tasks at our shelter, and that's cleaning the kennels and then the beds in the kennels. It takes a long time to clean each individual kennel, so having a group of dedicated volunteers really makes that process go smoother and quicker and gives the dogs a clean place to rest their heads after a long day of running around.
It's great to have extra help from Bank of America and the Dodgers. It's always nice to have an extra hand around here. Certain days of the week are less busy, usually the weekdays, so it's nice to have so many helping hands around here and the support of companies like them.
We can all do something to help our neighbor. Animal shelter is a great way. If you love pets, this is a great place to come and volunteer your time. I would recommend people figure out what it is you care about and find an organization doing work in that space and give back.
It's a new year, the Lunar New Year of the Snake. At the Port of LA, the Lunar New Year Festival moved indoors and was all about going forward.
Today we're in San Pedro. We're at Altasea at the Port of Los Angeles in Berth 60, and we are celebrating the Lunar New Year Festival. Well, my district, the 1-5, includes the Port of Los Angeles, and the Port of Los Angeles is really a door to the rest of the world, especially the Pacific Rim, and so many great cultures and countries that celebrate Lunar New Year, which is the year of the snake, which is all about renewal. And this is a great opportunity to welcome in families, to have some fun, to learn something, and to enjoy this great entertainment.
It's our 11th annual Lunar New Year celebration, and it's so important to us. Our community has a mixture of folks from Asia, South America, Europe. We are a true melting pot here in the harbor area, and having lived in Asia for 11 years, including 4 years in China, this is always a special time of year for me. And we just love seeing all the children come out with their parents and grandparents having so much fun. We had some great games today, and we also celebrated the new launch of the Just Say Hello campaign.
In partnership with the Port of Los Angeles and Councilmember Tim McCosker, we launched the Just Say Hello campaign. It is the second portion of our LA is for Everyone campaign. The Just Say Hello campaign really encourages people from a variety of backgrounds to start and feel comfortable speaking to their neighbors, their friends, and even people they don't know. So we encourage people to just say hello. If it's someone who doesn't look like you, what are you gonna do? Just say hello and continue to break barriers and build bridges for a better Los Angeles.
Here I'm holding the one in Chinese. Ni hao and Xin Nian Kuai Le. Happy New Year to everyone.
The turnout has just been amazing. We're really excited about all of the different trading partners and just influencing partners from all the Asian countries that we work so closely with here at the Port of Los Angeles. So this is the year of the wood snake. And the unique thing about snakes is, they shed their skin, and all the devastation that our city is suffering through right now. Having a renewal year, this is going to be sort of like the phoenix rising back out from the ashes.
This is an opportunity for us to recommit together across all cultures, across all neighborhoods, and say that we are recommitted to rebuilding ourselves.
From the Port of Los Angeles to the San Fernando Valley, we join the Vietnamese community for their Lunar New Year celebration.
Tonight we are here celebrating Tet, the Vietnamese Lunar New Year, here with the San Fernando Vietnamese Association.
Our community, Vietnamese community, and the DCA, the councilman, they come over to the Vietnamese Center to celebrate the Lunar New Year for 2025.
Every year we celebrate Lunar New Year, so this is very important for my community, especially in San Fernando Valley.
We have the big community for Vietnamese in San Fernando Valley. We have more than 64,000 Vietnamese live around here.
This has been going on for over 10 years, and we recently paused it due to COVID, but this is the third year after COVID that we've reinitiated the celebration.
We try to make the community stronger every year.
We want to keep the culture for the young people. We want to keep something good for the new generation.
The Year of the Snake 2025, the snake signifies the resiliency of the people and also the rebuilding. So recently we have the fire, so hopefully, we will help the people rebuild and we will persevere.
Tet will help serve as a new beginning for us as a city to continue rebuilding.
Have a happy new year for 2025. Hopefully it's a good year, and I wish everybody have a good luck in life and in good health. And in Vietnamese, we say, Chúc mừng năm mới 2025.
We have 11 other Lunar New Year events going on throughout the city. I hope that you can join us. Please look at our website at culture.lacity.gov for more events.
In this week's feature story, providing support to those on the front line of a fire. The LAFD Foundation provides crucial additional resources to the Los Angeles Fire Department members in the field.
So right now, our members are being deployed to another fire that's in the Castaic area, and we're trying to get them some equipment from the Fire Foundation. Got some goggles, Pelican headlights, face shields, get this equipment to them before they go to the fire. I can't talk enough about the Fire Foundation. Their sole mission is to assist us with whatever our needs are, whether it's bringing out food, whether it's bringing out equipment. So they're there for us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we appreciate that from the fire service. Robbie.
Hey, they got deployed.
Okay.
They're going to Lake View.
Well, I say we go to 69s and pass them out to those boys.
Roger, 69.
These are the only members that have been on the incident since the start.
The Fire Foundation is an organization that receives donations from the outside public and then goes and purchases things that will help benefit the firefighters' safety, the tools and equipment. It's a great organization. It's been a blessing for us here at Fire Station 69.
Thanks for the support. Yeah, you guys are awesome. This is huge. Having that stuff is huge, and for us, just the support from a lot of people, and the Fire Foundation included, it's huge.
Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, I can say LAFD Fire Foundation, we all have a lot of respect for. They've been providing services to firefighters and our fire stations for a long time. It's only gotten greater and greater and greater. The relationships that are being made between us and the Fire Foundation has been crucial in helping, at least I'll speak for Fire Station 69, especially over these last couple of weeks. I keep on hearing over and over again about what the Fire Foundation is doing, so it's been a great support this entire time.
We are supported by the Fire Foundation. It gives you a sense of comfort knowing that if you need something immediately, it's going to happen. Getting the tools and the equipment, the nourishment, the hydration, getting to the members in the front line immediately. I'm very proud to work with the LA City Fire Foundation. Please go on to their website. It's supportlafd.org. Good job out there.
Oh, thank you.
I watched you, man. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Proud of you. You should be proud of your guys, too.
In this week's Things to Do, see the Crushes Art Show and Zine Fest, explore the exhibit A Woman in Charge, and gather in community to send a love letter to LA. All this up next on Things to Do.
Get ready for Valentine's Day and show your love of art and the art of zine on Saturday, February 8th. Join the City of LA's Department of Cultural Affairs at the Center for the Arts Eagle Rock as they present this art show and zine fest. Enjoy the Valentine's-themed art and support the local artists. There will also be a Polaroid photo booth to enjoy, along with snacks, drinks, and more. Head to the Center for the Arts Eagle Rock for Crushes Art Show and Zine Fest on Saturday, February 8th from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, visit the Center for the Arts Eagle Rock online at cfaer.org. Join the Watts Towers Arts Center and the LA City Department of Cultural Affairs and learn more about LA resident artist Robin Strayhorn. Strayhorn is currently exhibiting at the Noah Purifoy Gallery at Watts Towers with her one-woman show, A Woman in Charge. The exhibition highlights her work in a variety of media over the last 40 years, with recent works inspired by Strayhorn's time spent in India. On Sunday, February 9th, Strayhorn will give a talk at the gallery, which will be followed by a reception. Catch A Woman in Charge at the Watts Towers Noah Purifoy Gallery on Sunday, February 9th at 1 p.m. For more information, visit wattstowers.org. On Saturday, February 8th, head to the birthplace of LA, El Pueblo, for a love letter to LA. This is a community celebration of solidarity and resilience in the wake of the LA wildfires. It will be a day of art making, wellness activities with food, live music, and there will also be essential relief resources on hand. Spread the love and share this invitation to a community event for anyone impacted by the recent fires. The organizers want everyone to connect, enjoy community, feel supported, and send a heartfelt love letter to Los Angeles. Head to El Pueblo for a love letter to LA taking place on Saturday, February 8th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit lapca.org. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.
Gosker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky, 11 members present at quorum, Mr. President.
All right, first order of business.
Approval of the minutes of January 31st, 2025.
Councilmember Padilla moves. Councilmember Jurado seconds. Next.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember Kosker moves. Councilmember Price seconds. What's next?
Mr. President, today is Tuesday and it's time for the flag salute.
I'll ask everyone in the chamber to rise, face the flag, and follow along with Councilmember Park in the recitation of our Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you. Please rise, place your hand over your heart. Ready, begin. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Mr. Clerk, let's run through our agenda for today.
Mr. President, there is a request to hold items 13 and 14 on the desk.
Without objection, that'll be the order. What's next?
Items 1 through 24 are items noticed for public hearing. The Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety recommends to confirm the liens for items 2, 3, 5 through 12, 16, 18, 19, 21, 22, and 23. The department also recommends to receive and file the liens for items 1 and 4 inasmuch as the liens have been paid, and to receive and file the lien for item 17 inasmuch as the property is owner occupied. The department also recommends to continue item 15 for 1 month to Tuesday, March 4, 2025, and to continue item 20 for 8 months to Tuesday, October 7, 2025. Items 25 through 44 are items for which public hearings have been held. Items 45 through 59 are items for which public hearings have not been held. Item 16 is a closed session item considered by the Budget and Finance Committee. 10 votes are required for consideration.
All right, those items are now before us. I'll move that we adopt for items 1 through 23 the recommendations of the Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety for the liens as noted by the clerk. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Soto Martinez. All right, what's next?
Mr. President, the council may now call items special.
All right, specials to my left, members. Any specials to my left? Seeing Councilmember Hernandez.
Thank you, Council President. I would like to call item 28 special for a substitute motion. The motion has been submitted to the CLA for circulation.
You said item 28?
Yes,
28, all right. And a motion has been seconded and circulated.
Not yet,
It's circulating?
It will be, yes.
All right. To my right, Councilmember Yaroslavsky? No? Councilmember Soto Martinez?
Yes, thank you so much, Council President. I'd like to call item number 40 and 48 for comments, please.
40 and 48 for comments for Mr. Soto Martinez. All right, Councilmember Price?
Thank you, Mr. President. The city attorney has asked me to recuse myself from item 58 due to the fact that I am a landlord.
All right.
58.
Item 58, Mr. Price is recusing himself on item number 58. Councilmember Park?
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to call item 58 special for an amendment and comments. And also, just out of an abundance of caution, the city attorney has advised I recuse myself from item 43 due to a small interest I have in an EV charging company.
All right. Councilmember Park is recusing on item number 43 and then 58 special. Any other specials, members? All right, seeing none, what's next, Mr. Clerk?
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 25 through 27.
All right, let's go ahead.
29 through 39, 41 and 42, and 44.
All right, those items are now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
Mr. President, there's a request to send items 32, 33, and 35 forthwith.
All right, without objection, that'll be the order. What's next?
The council may now consider item 40, called special by Councilmember Soto Martinez for comments.
Councilmember Soto Martinez.
Thank you so much, Council President. I just want to give a lot of thanks to every person who was on this motion. Councilmember McCosker, who also heard this in PAW with a wonderful amendment. Councilmember Price, Councilmember Park, and Yaroslavsky. I think this is a motion we want to really look into. We know a lot of our city employees were affected by the fires, and so this seeks to assist them. As an employer, I think we have a little bit more responsibility over the folks that directly work for the city. And so, again, I want to thank those folks for working on this, and I look forward to seeing this move through the legal process. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Soto Martinez. Seeing no other comments on this item, let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
All right, what's next?
Mr. President, the council may now consider item 43, called special by Councilmember Park for recusal.
All right, Councilmember Rahman, I see you on the queue. Is it for this item? No? Sure.
Was wondering, I know we voted on item 7, but actually we would like to continue that for 1 month, if that's possible, instead of having it voted on today.
All right, let's come back to this after we vote on 43. Thank you, Councilmember Rahman. Seeing no comments, let's open the roll on item number 43, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
All right, thank you. What's next?
Mr. President, the council may now move on to the closed session item 60, considered by the Budget and Finance Committee.
All right, Councilmember Yaroslavsky.
We discussed item 60 in Budget and Finance on January 21st, and I recommend approval of the committee's recommendation. No need to go into closed session.
All right, we've heard the recommendation. If we can read the appropriate information into the record and call the roll.
Thank you, Mr. President. For item 60, in the case entitled Paul A. Wilkerson versus City of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to reject the plaintiff's offer of settlement.
All right, let's open the roll on this item, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
All right, now we have I guess we have to have a motion to reconsider item number 7.
Mr. President, since that item was not voted on, that can be continued to Tuesday, March 4th, 2025.
Okay, so we did not vote on item 7.
That is correct, sir.
All right, so there's a motion to continue without objection for 30 days.
And for the record, 30 days would be Friday, March 7th, 2025.
All right, what's next?
The council may now proceed to public comment.
All right, if we can read the rules for public comment into the record and proceed.
Yes, Mr. President. To people providing public comment, when it is your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak to. You will have 1 minute per item, up to 3 minutes total for the items open for public comment. Members of the public may also speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the items or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, or if you again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time and we will move on to the next speaker. The items open for public comment are items 1 through 6, 8 through 14, 16 through 19, 21 through 24, and 45 through 59. So again, let me repeat. The items that are open for public comment are items 1 through 6, 8 through 14, 16 through 19, 21 through 24, and 45 through 59. Items number 7, 15, and 20 have been continued. One more quick announcement, if I could have the interpreter make this aloud to the room. If you require a Spanish language interpreter, please make sure to pause every few sentences so the interpreter can interpret.
A los miembros del público, si van a hacer un comentario al español, por favor digan su nombre y el asunto en el cual desean hablar. Gracias.
Don't worry, we will hold your time so you get the same amount of time as everyone else. Thank you.
No se preocupen, les vamos a dar el mismo tiempo, al igual que los demás, aunque pausemos para la traducción. Gracias.
One final announcement, and please wait to hear your name called before lining up. So once you hear your name called, you can line up on your left-hand side of the council chambers for public comment.
Un anuncio final, presten atención cuando se les llame su nombre y pasen hacia el frente en la parte izquierda de este salón. Gracias.
First initial A, last name Payne. Figueroa, last initial V. Jason Jenkins, smoking scan. First initial V, last name discharge. Ron Harbor, Byron Jose, Cynthia Anderson Barker. David Kaistjen, Edgar Ortiz. Jason Bautista, Jessica Bermejo. Jesus Ramon Villalba Castellum.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
I don't have the item number in front of me, but it's the motion by Hugo and Ulysses and others regarding immigration funding and support. So I'll begin. I'm an attorney with the National Lawyers Guild, and we're very heartened to see that the council will take action around the issues we're facing during this current administration. And the city can, once you approve this motion, really make a huge difference in many, many people's lives. Just in the last week, I've had numerous phone calls from individuals who want to figure out how to regularize their status, and people need the support of this city to feel secure and safe and get qualified individuals to counsel and support them. So I hope you really deeply consider this motion and understand what weighs on this, what's at cost here, and frankly, this is a great opportunity for the city to come together and support our invaluable community. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning. David Gaishan with the Apartment Association of Greater Los Angeles. I want to speak on item 58 and general public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
Thank you. While we understand the intention behind promoting pet-friendly housing, we believe the current proposal would create significant harm to existing renters and rental housing providers. We urge you to reconsider and remove the mandatory allowance of unauthorized pets. Mandatory pet acceptance will harm existing long-term renters that purposefully chose pet-free housing for health or other reasons. Renters with health-related conditions such as severe allergies, asthma, or prior trauma related to animals will be adversely affected. Young children and the frail elderly are particularly susceptible to physical harm by large pets. In addition, many renters now work remotely or receive remote schooling. Incessant barking caused by owners being away 10 to 12 hours per day for work will put other renters' jobs and schooling in jeopardy. Further, property owners will risk losing their property insurance Insurance carriers prohibit specific pet breeds that have higher risk profiles. By forcing owners to accept all pets, the insurance carriers may cancel existing policies and cause rental housing providers to be uninsurable. No insurance means no rental housing, causing a reduction in naturally occurring affordable housing at a time when such housing is urgently needed. We respectfully request the Council remove unauthorized pets from the motion. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Hi, good morning. In general public comment?
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning, honorable council members. My name is Edgar Ortiz. I'm the Economic Justice Policy Manager with the California Immigrant Policy Centers, here to speak in support of the package of immigrant worker defense motions that Councilmember Soto Martinez is planning to introduce. These motions come at a critical time as the city has an opportunity to advance a meaningful next step that builds off of the sanctuary ordinance that was passed a couple of weeks ago, and comes at an important time as workers continue to face increased vulnerability and challenges to their status, as well as feelings of security, as well as economic well-being. LA County itself is home to the largest levels of wage theft. Every week there's an estimated $26 to $28 million that are stolen from predominantly immigrant workers in the county, hitting especially vulnerable industries like construction and care work, which is predominantly staffed by immigrant workers. These motions will provide meaningful defense for the workers and couldn't come at a better time as Los Angeles is poised to once again help lead the country in terms of how we support our immigrant communities and workers. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning. My name is Jesus Ramon. I'm here to speak in favor of the items that Hugo Soto Martinez will be submitting today. General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for general public comment. I'm not sure which items.
It's general public comment. Good morning, council members. My name is Jesus Ramon. I'm here with California Immigrant Policy Center as well as Youth Climate Strike LA, and I'm also undocumented and unafraid. I'm here to voice our support for motions that will be placed in front of you today that will reaffirm LA's commitment to the safety of its residents and visitors. This presidential administration has positioned itself as a threat to our immigrant communities and expressed its frustration at its inability to violate the rights of our members. And they know, because they know how to advocate for themselves. The city of LA will have the opportunity to establish itself as a bulwark of democracy and law by mobilizing itself to educate and prepare community members for the barrage of civil rights violations coming our way. Council members, it's not only your right but responsibility to know what's happening in your districts and in the city at large, so supporting the items that will be introduced will equip you in faithfully discharging your duties. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Jason Bautista with the Thai Community Development Center, or Thai CDC, based in East Hollywood, Thai Town in Council District 13. For 3 decades, Thai CDC has worked to empower Thai immigrants and other underserved communities in Los Angeles through legal advocacy, economic development, and social services. We applaud the city for standing up for immigrant families and communities, and we strongly support the pro-immigrant motions by Councilmember Soto Martinez because they provide essential protections for LA's 1.35 million immigrants. A citywide Know Your Rights campaign will help prevent exploitation. Workplace enforcement protections will help ensure workers and employers understand their legal rights during ICE audits and raids. Increased state funding for removal defense will give immigrants access to legal representation, which can mean the difference between staying with their families or being deported. Providing space at LAX for legal service providers will ensure migrants, families, travelers receive critical legal assistance, and funding for pro se clinics will help those resorting to represent themselves in immigrant court. These motions affirm LA's commitment to our immigrant community members. We urge you to pass them without delay. Thank you so much.
And before the next speaker speaks, I'd like to call a couple more names. Leslie Amaya, Loretta L., Louis Z., Maya D., Nancy Meza, Robert Lefferts, Sarai Flores, Shuming Cheer, and Yuritsa Gonzalez.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Sure, good morning. I'd like to speak on general public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning, City Council members. My name is Jessica Bermejo, and I am here with the Central American Resource Center, Carecen, and as a proud Angelino from South Central. Like many in the city, I am a product of a city that thrives because of immigrants. Immigrant Angelinos are the backbone of our city. They are 33% of our population, and more than 70% have lived here for over a decade. They are students, parents, workers, business owners, and community leaders. But most importantly, they are friends, family, neighbors, and neighbors. They continue to face relentless attacks. Harmful federal immigration policies threaten their safety and, make no mistake, will tear families apart. We thank the City Council for introducing motions earlier this morning, and we ask that you continue to look at all avenues of support for our communities. The City of LA must take bold action and stand unwaveringly with our immigrant communities. Los Angeles thrives because of our immigrant Angelinos. It's time to take action now. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning, City Council members. My name is Maya Daniels, and I'm the Policy Associate with the Trans-Latina Coalition. I'm here to speak in support of the TGI Wellness, Equity, and Care Initiative, a $3 million investment into transgender, expansive, and intersex communities that will fund TGI-led and TGI-serving community-based organizations. Our members and clients have asked the City of Los Angeles to truly invest in the lives of the trans, gender expansive, and intersex populations of the immigrant community throughout the city and across all departments. And this initiative, along with a $1 million investment into the Trans-Latina Coalition's TGI Wellness and Empowerment Center, will be a central safe space and provide gainful employment opportunities for our community. And this is the first step towards the goal for inclusion. The TGI community has long faced criminalization and discrimination, and now more than ever, in light of the new federal administration's attacks on our communities' rights for gender-affirming care and tolerance, it is essential that we raise awareness and stand in solidarity. Thank you.
Public
Good
comment.
morning. Okay, good morning. You have
Thank
1
you
minute.
very
Go ahead.
much. I'm Miss Loretta Lorraine. I started in 1968. I'm a transgender, and I think this man that's in office right now, he forget who he's married to, because he's married to a migrant, like all those migrants he's trying to try. We have transgenders that came many, many years ago, and they're trying to work. Trans-Latina, I do give them credit. They should be sponsored, they should be helped, because they have helped the migrant people. The migrant transgenders have been through a lot. I have been in jail for being a transgender, and I'm an American citizen. I have been through so much in life here when Mel Bradley was in office. And I know y'all know about Mr. Mel Bradley. He was a great man. And also, I have been around when Cesar Chavez, when that street was cut off, when they killed Kennedy, right there at right there on 7th and right in front of the Prince. If y'all know the Prince bar, I drink there. But anyway, I'm just telling you, you need to sponsor and help our community, because right
Speaker,
now
your time has
it's not.
expired. And as we're waiting for the next speaker to come up, just for your information, if you have additional comments or if we're unable to hear you because we run out of time for speakers in the room, please note that you can also provide written comments online at lacouncilcomment.com. Good morning.
Good
Which
morning.
items would you like to speak to?
Number 58.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Leslie Amaya Yanez, Public Affairs Manager for the Michelson Center for Public Policy. For over 2 decades, Michelson Found Animals has championed efforts to keep pets and people together in their homes, including through our Pet Inclusive Housing Initiative. We applaud Councilmembers Park and Blumenfield for bringing this important protection to our community. In the wake of the devastating wildfires, which displaced so many people and pets, this motion is critical to ensuring landlords cannot evict a tenant solely based on the presence of previously unauthorized pets displaced by the wildfires. With at least 11,000 homes destroyed in the fires and over 60% of households owning 1 or more pets, we know that the wildfires have displaced at least 6,600 animals. Clearly, there is an urgent need to provide shelter for them to prevent further distress on families during this crisis and ease the burden on our already overwhelmed animal shelters. We support this motion and ask for your aye vote. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning, Byron Jose with the Trans-Latina Coalition. We look forward to continue working on different policies like supporting immigrants with Councilmember Soto Martinez, along with Councilmember Hernandez and the newest member, Councilmember Jurado, and the rest of the City Council. As we continue advocating, we continue to see not just immigrants, but also trans communities being attacked at the federal level. So we look forward to standing with the rest of the City Council. We look forward to continue meeting with you, specifically our budget committee, to ensure that the city is also investing in our communities, specifically using Measure A and Measure ULA funding to ensure that there's $3 million allocated for housing for transgender, expansive, and intersex communities. In November of 2024, the Trans-Latina Coalition, along with trans leaders, were able to pass a motion at the Board of Supervisors at Lake County, establishing a $7 million investment in transgender, expansive, and intersex wellness equity fund. So we look forward to the city as our elected officials to stand with our communities. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning. My name is Sarai Flores from Esperanza Immigrant Rights Project. Today I'm speaking before you in favor of Councilmember Soto Martinez's immigration package. As part of Esperanza's orientation programs, I can attest to the power of community education. Last year, I witnessed one of our participants win asylum. Asylum was granted to a respondent who fled Guatemala due to horrific domestic violence. One of our programs helped her prepare her pro se application and provided guidance on what to expect at the final hearing. This respondent arrived at her asylum merits hearing without an attorney because she couldn't afford one. Despite that, she was fully prepared to provide evidence and defended her case effectively. Our programs empower immigrants by providing them the tools they need to defend themselves in their immigration proceedings. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Shuming Chair speaking on general public comment.
Okay, good morning. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning. I'm with the California Immigrant Policy Center, and as we all know, we're living in unprecedented times. The federal administration has made it clear that it intends to terrorize, arrest, and deport immigrants. This includes longtime Angelenos, workers who are part of wildfire rebuilding efforts, and LA residents who have US citizen children. I applaud the City Council for passing the sanctuary ordinance last year, and also Councilmember Soto Martinez for introducing a package of important immigration motions today. This is the time to ensure that workers, businesses, community groups, and the city are working in lockstep to defend immigrants from cruel and inhumane federal policies. Vote yes on the package. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning. I'm here to speak on general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute.
Okay. My name is Yaritza Gonzalez, and I'm here with Carecen, the Central American Resource Center. As a legal service provider, Carecen supports the motions that will be introduced today to provide critical services to meet the increased demand for legal services and education and outreach for immigrant families and communities in the city of LA. LA is home to more than 1 million immigrants. We can only expect that the need for legal services to increase as immigrants in LA continue to face attacks from the federal immigration system, especially after President Trump has already signed 15 executive orders targeting immigrants on his first day in office. LA took swift action to protect immigrant communities by passing the LA Sanctuary Ordinance last year. And in 2017, it took critical action to bolster the LA Justice Fund, also known as Represent LA, which now kept hundreds of families together. Now the city must double down in strengthening services that are the lifelines to immigrants in LA. We thank the City Council for introducing these motions, and we urge City Council to pass these motions immediately. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning, Council. My name is Nancy Mesa, and today I'm proudly representing NDLON, the National Day Labor Organizing Network, and I'm speaking of support of Councilmember Soto Martinez's pro-immigrant motions that were announced today. I say that I am proud to represent the National Day Labor Organizing Network because we are entering our 4th week of our recovery efforts in Altadena and Pasadena, where immigrant workers have stepped up to provide solidarity and material support to the community through forming fire brigades and leading the cleanup effort. As of today, we've had over 10,000 individuals come and support, just showing the power, right, that folks have, but also showing the power that we have as immigrant workers. And I just want to say that I'm proud that LA is leading the effort to be a leader, right, and to be a leader in this very important moment. I will just add that immigrants are not only an integral part of Los Angeles, but also part of the recovery. So I'm glad to see these motions being presented. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Yes, hi, my name is Joanna Wallace, and I am here with the Trans-Latina Coalition. We're just here to, estoy aquí para hablar en el apoyo de la inclusividad, del bienestar, de la ecualidad y cuidado de la...
I'm here to talk about the topic of inclusivity and equity. Continúe.
Okay, gracias. Hola, muy buenos días. Mi nombre es Joanna Wallace y trabajo para la Trans-Latina Coalition.
My name is Joanna Wallace, and I'm here representing the Trans-Latina Coalition.
Estoy aquí para hablar en el apoyo de la iniciativa de bienestar, igualdad y cuidado de la comunidad TGI.
I'm here to support the initiative of equality and care of LGBTI.
Una inversión en comunidades transgénero de expansión de género e intersexuales, en inversión de $3 millones en organizaciones comunitarias dignitivas para housing para toda nuestra comunidad TGI.
And for the investment in the trans community and transsexual community of about $3 million that would be invested in living for the trans community.
Las números y clientes demografías, individuos que acepten los servicios de housing han pedido a la ciudad de Los Ángeles que realmente inviertan en housing.
Many individuals have asked the city to invest more in the housing for this community.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General comment, public
Okay,
comment.
so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
My name is Celeste. I work for the Trans-Latina Coalition, and I am in District 10. I'm here to speak on the $3 million investment for the trans organizations and trans community that has been discriminated against, and specifically asking for housing, funds for housing for the TGI community, and to be able to support my community. I think this is a perfect opportunity to invest in the community since we are under attack, and especially we face, I see clients who are immigrants as well. And I think this investment could support the community. So if you could consider that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Before the next speaker speaks, I'd like to call a couple more names. Andres Kwan, Sila Flores, and Sochi Sanchez.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning. My name is Luis Zarate. I'm representing 10 from Trans-Latina Coalition. I am here to voice my strong support for the immigrants and the transgender immigrants in our community. Hold up, sorry. Our city is enriched by the diverse cultures, perspectives, and hard work of immigrants who contribute to every aspect of our society, from small businesses and education to arts and public services. It's essential that we continue to build the Los Angeles that welcomes and protects immigrants regardless of status, by supporting policies that provide access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities, as well as housing. We uplift not only immigrant families, but the broader community. I urge city leaders and community members to remember that compassion, inclusivity, and justice must guide our decisions. Thank you for your time and dedication to build a stronger, more united Los Angeles.
Good morning. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Item number 45, it's about the local emergency of the fire. If I remember correctly, we did have a huge fire in 2018. We had a huge fire in 2020. We had a fire across California almost every single year, guaranteed. But since the first day the city of Los Angeles was established until today, there has been hundreds of fires. And every time when we respond to the fires, it has been nothing more than a failure. Council member push it to the mayor push it to the fire department push to the budget push to the LAPD. So everybody is pushing the responsibility away from everybody. Nobody is responsible for responding to the fire. That's absolutely unacceptable. I have no idea how many times I need to say this because we're gonna have more fire. Item 46. 自你离开以后，从此就丢了温柔，等待在这雪山路漫长，听寒风呼啸依旧。一眼望不到边，风似刀割我的脸，等不到西海天际蔚蓝，无言这苍茫的高原。Item number 47. 还记得你答应过我，不会让我把你找不见。可你跟随那南归的候鸟飞得那么远，爱像风筝断了线，拉不住你许下的诺言。我在苦苦等待雪山之巅温暖的春天，等待高原冰雪融化之后归来的孤雁。爱在难以续情缘，回不到我们的从前。还记得你答应过我，不会让我把你找不见。可你跟随那南归的候鸟飞得那么远，爱像风筝断了线，回不到我们的从前。General public comment. First of all, I want to inform our council president that I'm really scared because President Trump will deport me back to where I belong, like many other people said. That way, I'm not able to come here protesting $30 minimum wage because I will be getting my $3 minimum wage. I will not be able to getting my health care for free while doing nothing. I'm not able to getting my free food, free housing, free healthcare, free job, So I'm really scared. I'm really scared that I will be deported because I have been illegal for more than 150 years, and I will continue to be illegal. I'm really scared that they're gonna kick me back to my original country, so I'm not allowed to commit a crime anymore because I'm only allowed to commit a crime in the city of LA without any punishment. So I'm really scared, council member, please help me.
Speaker, your time has expired. And as we've said before, if you would like a language interpreter, just please let us know ahead of time and we will try to get them here. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
My name is Xochitl Sanchez, and I'm here to speak on general public comment.
Okay, and feel free to move the mic down if you'd like. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
My name is Xochitl Sanchez, and I am the statewide organizing manager for the California Immigrant Policy Center, CIPC. I am here today to give general public comment on the motions to protect immigrant families presented by members of the council this morning. These motions come at a critical time as ICE terrorizes and arrests Angelinos, as the federal government dismantles oversight mechanisms, as billionaires exploit the pulls and levers of this country, and as local law enforcement arrest protesters en masse in this city. This council must do more to protect the human and civil rights of its citizenry. CIPC affirms its unwavering commitment to necessary advocacy and organizing for community defense. We welcome sweeping policy changes and the positive impact this may have on the Black, brown, and immigrant communities in Los Angeles. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak
All
to?
items plus general public comment, please. And I
Okay.
have some items to give to the councilman of this.
So for any
covenant.
handouts that you have, you're welcome to give them to the council sergeants before or after your public comment. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Since it's been a while, just for everyone in the room, the items that are open for public comment are items 1 through 6, 8 through 14, 16 through 19, 21 through 24, and 45 through 59. Go ahead. Please start
on
with the items.
the item, I don't know which one it's recalled, but it's regarding the firestorm and the aftermath. I have come on the authority, not of my own, but of the Lord, the God of the earth, to release judgment on California. Because of the defiance, God was defiled by a scripture according to Isaiah 6:9. The bricks have fallen, and we will rebuild. So this was an arrogance boasting against the Lord of the earth. And the Lord has called me to come and step into intervention on behalf of his authority as Moses against Pharaoh. Pharaoh is, I believe, Karen Bass, not knowing what she did to curse the city of Los Angeles as a judgment. According to the scripture that was written, there was no prayer, there was no repentance, there was just, we will rebuild as boasting unto the God of the earth. That sent me here.
So,
to let
Speaker,
know-
you've
to let you
exhausted
know.
your 1 minute on item 45. That was the resolution related to the fires. Please move on to another item.
Okay. As a representative, as she, Moses, there has been no repentance, no remorse, no prayer, 2025. Judgment has come. Fear Almighty God.
So, Speaker,
history
this
repeats
doesn't
itself.
sound related to the agenda items. Would you like to move to general public comment or?
As a general public comment, the
Okay,
last
you have
one.
1 minute for general public comment.
Okay. California is getting ready to be wiped off of the face of this earth because of the disobedience and the direct rebellion against true leadership. So God has called me to tell you in direct order to let my people go. I am the shepherd, over the good sheep of the homeless in Skid Row. There are many children surrounding these infested drug areas. And these children are immigrants that come to look for safety from the cartels. So the people of the parents of the children are getting high on drugs and alcohol. And I feel that is a disgrace to this nation because of the fact there's drug infestation for little children to be surrounded by as a defiance to God as well. So the judgment of California is to repent, or he will destroy it with a tsunami and a mega earthquake, more than 14.0. And you must repent on your knees, full surrender, full submission for God to forgive you and to release a new earth and a new heaven instead of doomsday.
Before the next speaker, I'd like to call a couple more names. Goat Puppet, last name E. Roller, Audit LA, and Candido.
General public comments, Andres Kwan.
Oh, hold on, just 1 minute. I'm sorry. Were you finished reading names?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. You said general public comment?
Yes.
You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Andres Kwan, proud immigrant and lawyer with the ACLU SoCal. We fully support the immigrant resource motions brought by Councilmember Soto Martinez. For 20 years, I was a so-called criminal alien, a permanent resident but deportable based on a marijuana conviction when I was in college. For all these years, I felt the oppressive specter of deportation. But last year, we finally vacated my conviction because my constitutional rights were violated during my prosecution. A week ago, today, I became a U.S. citizen. It's been a jarring experience, to say the least. But amidst the Trump administration's relentless attacks and raids on immigrant communities, I'm deeply heartened that the people are standing up and fighting back, showing bravery that's bigger than fear. On Sunday, thousands rallied just outside these halls to protest Trump's racist mass deportation agenda. I'm reminded of the day after Trump was elected the first time, when I was deportable. And I thought to myself, why am I trying so hard to live in a country that's telling me I don't belong? But then I remember my immigrant compañeros and all the people who have no choice but to try so hard to exist and to live and express themselves fully and freely. We're here today in solidarity with our immigrant families and neighbors. Together we can still build this United States of America.
And again, the same goes for the previous speaker or anyone else. I understand that the time goes by quickly. We do have to give everybody the same amount of time. If you would like to provide additional comments, you can do so online in writing at lacouncilcomment.com.
And before we proceed, Mr. City Attorney and Clerk, I want to call on Councilmember Hutt, who has an item she'd like to call special.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Item 24A, I'd like to call special. The motion is circulating now for approval so that it can be included in public comment.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Hutt. Let's return to public comment.
Good morning. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Resolution. My nigger Harris Dawson and my Juju Bloomfield relative to the dated mayor report on January 7, 2025 for local emergency of incorporated declaration of emergency. So what does that mean in plain English? It means you don't get shit. They ain't gonna help you. They burn your fucking Palisades. They burn Eaton. They forgot to fill the reservoir with water. The fucking emergency people weren't prepared. And Hugo, as far as I'm concerned, sucks a big one for not helping out with an answer. Don't we want answers? Shouldn't we have an answer what a emergency crisis is all about, as opposed to this fucking whatever state and federal fucking assistance that may become available to the city and its citizens? Well, am I a citizen? Yes. On this side, I'm a wetback.
Speaker, you've exhausted your 1 minute on item 45. Please move on to another item and stick to the agenda items.
I am.
Can we go to general public comment, please?
Oh, so you're gonna pass me up, nigga? I'm on 44 now. Dealing with an emergency environment committee report. That's why I've been so fucking sick. Sick of you all. Sick of you motherfuckers, sick of you dicks. And look at this shit. No one fucking pays attention because they're too busy talking about the crisis, right? I'm a crisis. A motherfucker with a bad attitude, a nigger with attitude, and by the way, I got a new acronym. Boyle Heights with America, BHWA, a motherfucker with an attitude. Chicano way, SA. That's right. Now let's go into the formula of my First Amendment. I want to thank the ground that belongs to God. I got from my homies, yeah, I do say fuck to the criminals of the law who break every rules all day, everybody, all night, today, all day long, because I'm back. Yeah, no stopping me. Ain't no stopping me. What the fuck? I break rules all night,
Mr. Herman, your
bitches.
time has expired. So, Mr. Herman, you were speaking to item 44, which is not open for public comment. The council president moved you to general public comment, and that exhausts your 1 minute.
All right, I want to take a break in public speaking and call on Councilmember McCosker.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I would like to ask that items 22 and 23 be continued for 1 month.
All right, without objection, that'll be the order.
And for the record, 30 days would be Friday, March 7th, 2025.
Councilmember Rahman.
Also make a request that item 5 be continued for 1 month.
All right. It's going to be a big day next month. Without objection, item number 5 is continued for 30 days. All right, next speaker.
Hello, is this working?
Yes, we can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, Audit LA. I'm going to forgive Mr. McCosker because I know it's important, so we're good. You don't owe me an apology. Ms. Rahman does, though, for taking away my free speech.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm on topic, no worries. Okay, let's first go with number 53. Oh, I want all and public. Thank you. And since Bob over there loves the numbers, I tried to write down the numbers. Number 53, street vacations. Okay, I don't want any street vacations because the cult of Scientology is trying to get one. They're trying to take a thoroughfare to major hospitals and privatize it. It belongs to the people. It's not, and so I'm going to say no. It's bad enough that they lied to the city and turned a 1 year, 1 day a week street closure, red line, no parking street closure into an indefinite one. And you guys pass out tickets on a street that is not legally, I can't find anywhere in this city, okay, where it's a valid red line, no parking. Okay, they always say it's the only street in the city that has no parking, and actually it's not. So they don't deserve a street vacation. They keep committing crimes, okay, like the ADA non-compliant planters and all these other things. So no to street vacation. So I don't want you getting a practice, okay, by giving other street vacations. There's no need to turn public streets into private streets anywhere that I can think of. So I don't want you in that habit. So I'm on, okay, all right. The next one is 54 and 56. Is this better, Bob, with the numbers? I know you like that. Just a way to slow us down and stop talking. Okay, you know what? I'm Gaelic. I'm all for, and I love garlic. And the Dia la Muerte parties, these are great things, okay? I love that. But the thing is, the city is broke. And shout out to Smoke and Scan. I want to know if he agrees with me. The city's broke. Let other entities come and pay for these amazing celebrations. We're dealing with the aftermath of the worst fire season ever in our city. We don't need, and we're broke. Okay, we're on the verge of bankruptcy. Everyone's under investigation. You have so many cases coming of lawsuits for major things. I mean, including assistant mayor. I mean, we need to. It's like at home. Are you going to throw parties if everything's in chaos in your own personal lives? No. So why are you taking our money and it's nothing? We're going to have a garlic party. Like I said, I love garlic, but you know what? It's not the time. Okay, Disney can come and put money in and pay for this stuff. Universal Studios, whatever, have them do it. And you're checking the water, okay? I would hope so. I hope you check the water. I hope you fill the water. I hope you make sure we have the water and all those things. Because you know what? I found out water is important, especially when there's a wildfire. And it's ridiculous that what happened. But we're so busy worrying about how we're going to light up the city hall or here make it a historic building. It is a historic building. Everyone knows that.
General public comment.
Okay, I'm here because I want to re-announce I do not want L. Ron Hubbard Way privatized. And where's Hugo? Is Hugo listening? Hugo, your person, I'm going to give Carla a shout out. She said that there is finally a hearing from the city attorney for these, the 6 months now of ADA non-compliant planters, that you have done nothing, the city council has done nothing. Mr. McCosker would have done something, I am convinced. I know he would have, but this isn't happening in his district, and there's a reason for that, because he's strong, okay? But you have not been so strong. Ms. Padilla, I don't think it would happen in her area either, because I don't know, she's getting on the ball. But Mr. Hugo, it is happening in your area, and it needs to stop. I don't know what hold they have over you. I don't know if you're scared of them. They are scary because they're a criminal enterprise. It's not a religion. It's a criminal enterprise. And that has been proven over and over again, okay? Check out all their victims. But those ADA non-compliant planters have to go. Your city, you were able to get others to go. Why isn't theirs gone? Thank you.
I'd like to call two more names, Gina Amato and Rebecca Brown.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning, Gina Amato, general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Gina Amato. I direct the Immigrants' Rights Project at Public Council, and we're here in support of the package of motions that Hugo Soto Martinez is introducing. In particular, I want to speak on the Know Your Rights efforts. It's absolutely imperative that the city lead our Know Your Rights efforts. We at Public Council are getting an overwhelming number of requests for Know Your Rights from schools, organizations, all different types of entities, and I know our partners are as well. And arming our residents with the information that they need to defend themselves when they're interfacing with ICE is absolutely imperative. You may have read a recent article where Tom Homan, the border czar, was lamenting that immigrants in Chicago are hard to arrest because they know their rights. Well, ICE is coming, and we better be ready. We have to be ready. We have to arm people with the information so that they can protect themselves, and we want to see the city lead this effort. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning. My name is Rebecca Brown, and I'll be speaking on general comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Rebecca Brown. As I said, I'm a staff attorney at Public Council in the Immigrants' Rights Project, and I'm here in support of the sanctuary package proposed by Soto Martinez. The package is comprehensive measures that will provide muscle to the sanctuary ordinance that we recently passed in LA. Without Know Your Rights presentations, our families, communities, neighbors, and friends face imminent removal by the Trump administration that acts without care and indifference to each and every one of us. I urge you to support these important measures that really do provide real strength behind our ordinance. Additionally, at Public Council, as my colleague Gina already said, we are faced with an unbelievable amount of requests for Know Your Rights services and legal services. We ask that you pass this package. Thank you.
And Mr. President, I'm being told that we have exhausted public comment. There are no more names to be called.
All right, thank you to everybody who came and shared with us this morning. Mr. Clerk, what's available for us to vote on at this time?
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 45 through 47, 49 through 57, and 59.
All right, those items are now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
$15 ayes.
All right, what's next? 3. Councilmember Blumenfield.
Continue 3. Did you just do 3?
You wanted to continue number 3?
Yeah, the constituent came in and wanted to continue that for 60 days to April 5th.
And for the record, that would be Tuesday, April 8th, 2025.
All right, do we need a vote to reconsider, or can we just
No,
continue?
sir, we have not taken the vote on
All
that
right,
item.
so we'll continue item 3 without objection. What's next?
The council may now consider item 48, called special by Councilmember Soto Martinez for comments.
Councilmember Soto Martinez.
Thank you so much, Council President. This motion is about approving a contract to build new interim housing site in District 13, a project that will house more than 50 people currently living on our streets. And I want to take this brief moment to thank my homelessness team and the community development team for going above and beyond in identifying this site. For folks that have been here longer than I have, I think you understand how difficult it is to find a site, get it all checked out, and finally find the funding and build it. So My team has been incredible in figuring that out in their first 2 years in office. And if open, this will be the second interim housing site opening in our district since we took office. We first secured state grant funding to cover part of the cost, but when city funds weren't available, we partnered with nonprofit Dignity Moves, who not only will be overseeing construction of the site, but they're also committed to raising a minimum of $2.5 million for this project to cover the financial costs that was missing. I know similar work is happening across the city in all of your districts, and I want to uplift this as a bit of good news, and it is an example of how we can find creative solutions to some of our biggest problems. So thank you so much, and I urge an aye vote.
Thank you, Mr. Soto Martinez. Seeing no other speakers on the queue, let's open the roll on this item, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 aye.
All right, what's next?
Mr. President, the council may now consider item 58, called special by Councilmember Price for recusal and by Councilmember Park for comments, as well as a motion 58A, Park Padilla.
All right, we'll give a beat for Mr. Price to recuse and then turn the floor to Councilmember Park.
Thank you, Council President. Colleagues, exactly 4 weeks ago, the Palisades fire forced thousands of Angelenos to flee their homes in a matter of minutes. Later that evening, the Eaton fire broke out in neighboring Altadena, forcing thousands more to shelter across our city and region. With nowhere else to turn given the wide-scale destruction of homes, many of these displaced residents and their pets have been taken in by friends, family, and loved ones. During this emergency, acts of kindness and compassion should not be punished, and anyone who has opened up their home to provide shelter, peace, and security should not have to worry about risking eviction for taking on additional pets or occupants. Every small mom and pop landlord I know is stepping up and providing greater flexibility to their tenants. I thank them. This ordinance will address the outlier cases by providing greater certainty and peace of mind to Angelenos who are taking in displaced victims. I'm asking for some minor changes to expand these protections and make the process easier for tenants and landlords. This includes pausing the additional rent increase for additional occupants in RSO units that our LAMC permits during this 1-year period. I want to be clear, landlords are still entitled to their annual rent increase. We are just pausing the increases for additional occupants. It will also instruct LAHD to create and make available a standard form that tenants can use to notify their landlords of new occupants and pets. This is a targeted, common sense measure to keep Angelenos housed as we all navigate the recovery process together. Colleagues, I ask for your support on these amendments and your aye vote. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Park. Seeing no other members on the queue, this item is now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
All right, thank you. What's next?
Mr. President, the council may now consider item 28, called special by Councilmember Hernandez for a substitute motion, 28, which has been introduced and circulated. Two
All right,
votes are required for this.
So 2 votes on this. What is the first vote, Mr. Clerk?
Question whether to substitute, sir.
All right, the question on substitution is now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
All right, and now the item as substitute item is now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
All right, what's next?
Mr. President, the council may now consider item 24, called special by Councilmember Hutt for motion 24A, which is to grant a public convenience or necessity application in Council District 10.
All right, seeing no comments on this item, let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote. All right, what's next?
Mr. President, the council may now consider items 1, 2, 4, 8 through 12, 16 through 19, and 21. There is a request to continue item 6 for 30 days to Friday, March 7, 2025. And this is for motion Harris Dawson Soto Martinez to confirm the liens for items 2, 8 through 12, 16, 18, 19, and 21. Receive and file liens for items 1, 4, and 17. And items 3, 5, 6, 7, 15, 20, 22, 23 have been continuing to later dates.
All right. So you read off both the continuances and what we're voting on. Could you just restate what we're actually voting on?
Yes, sir. To confirm the liens for items 2, 8 through 12, 16, 18, 19, 21, and to receive and file the liens for items 1.
All right. Those items are now
4.
before us. Oh, sorry.
1, 4, and 17.
All right. Those items are now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
All right. What's next?
Mr. President, please note there is a motion that is needed for the properties, the liens for properties in Council District 8, items 13 and 14.
All right. All right. So let's open the rolls on those items.
Sir, we need a motion.
I moved at the beginning of when we called specials. I made a motion. Do you want me to do it again? So I move that we adopt the Department of Building and Safety report.
And that is to confirm the liens, sir.
To confirm the liens.
Is there a second to this motion?
Second by Mr. McCosker. All right. That item is now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
Thank you. What's next?
Mr. President, Council has motions for posting and referral.
They are posted and they are referred.
The desk is clear, sir.
All right. Announcements, members. Announcements to my left and announcements to my right. Councilmember Rahman.
Hello, everyone. I rise today with a very sad announcement, which is that today is Heidi's last day on our team. And I'm sure that all of you have worked closely with Heidi. I just wanted to say our team is going to miss her so much. Heidi started in our office 2 years ago? Two and a half years ago. And we interviewed so many people for this role, and it was so clear to us during the interview process that she had the spirit to thrive here, not just incredible intelligence and insight, but years of commitment to public service and making sure that big government agencies really worked on behalf of the residents they were meant to serve. And that's exactly what she did here, day by day. So in addition to analyzing motions, writing them, putting things forward, she brought exactly that focus in making this big city bureaucracy work for residents, for Angelenos, following up day to day with departments, following up day to day with all of you to ensure that we were moving big policies forward, but also making sure that those policies were implemented in the way that they were designed to do the best that they were supposed to do for the people of Los Angeles. And nowhere was that more important than in the work she did on the Housing and Homelessness Committee and in getting our homelessness agencies to move forward in the way that we all intend them to do. What we didn't realize when she started here during the interview process is something that also became so essential to us in the city of LA, which is her grace under fire and her sense of incredible calm. She joined the office during a very tumultuous time in City Hall and led our team during contentious votes, unruly council meetings, difficult interactions with other agencies, departments, and through it all maintained a sense of not just calm, but a focus on why her work was important, which is about making this city work for Angelenos. I'm gonna miss her so much. I know every member of my team is gonna miss her so much. We're all down here saying goodbye to her. Heidi, we wish you the very best, and since you're going to work for the county, we look forward to advocating with you for more resources for the city of LA.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Any other announcements, Councilmember Padilla?
So I know some of you noticed that earlier today we had a press conference related to the immigration package that is being led by Councilmember Soto Martinez. But I also wanted to make sure that I didn't just say my two pieces in a press conference, but also here in the halls. And those are two things. My thing is that I think the business community can do more. I want to challenge big business, those who call themselves true capitalists, to stand up to the federal government and say, it is not okay for you to tell me who I can and can't do business with, and that includes immigrants. So that's my challenge to all of the big businesses of Los Angeles, because the fear that the federal government has recently been infiltrating into our communities, it's not okay. It's causing people to stop going to businesses like Costco and Target and laundromats. Everything is halting, and it's inappropriate. So the business community needs to do more. That's one. And number two, for the young people out there that have been protesting all weekend, and rumors are that they're going to be doing more, I do want to say that we're hearing you. We get you. Many of us are on your side. But I do ask that you are productive and that you are peaceful, and that you do not do things that are going to gravitate or force your haters to criticize you more than give you props for your messaging. So I just wanted to make sure that we knew that, because we all have to be in this, or else our immigrant community, or all of Los Angeles, is going to continue to shake with fear, and that's not okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Padilla. Super inspiring message. Councilmember Park.
Thank you, Council President. I just wanted to make an announcement that starting today at 3 p.m., PCH will unfortunately be closing down again between Chautauqua and Carbon Beach. Unfortunately, with a burn scar 3 times the size of Manhattan on top of already unstable hillsides, feet from the ocean, out of an abundance of caution, we are closing down the area due to concerns about mud and debris flow. Individuals with access passes to the Palisades area will still be permitted to get through using only the entrance off of PCH at Chautauqua, but we are encouraging folks to stay out of the area. If you don't have a legitimate need or reason to be there, let's try to stay off the roads and keep this area safe until we get through the impending wet weather. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Park. And the rain is supposed to last now, I think it's scheduled to last through Thursday. So that's at least now until Friday that we'll ask folks to avoid the area if at all possible. Thank you so much, Councilmember Park. Any other announcements, members? All right, seeing Mr. City Attorney.
Yes, Mr. President, before we move on to adjourning motions, Mr. Spindler, you interrupted all 3 of the council members and disrupted my ability to hear them. So this is your first and only formal warning. I would have warned you earlier, but I did not want to interrupt them. Do not disrupt this meeting. If you do so during adjourning motions, you will be subject to removal. Sorry, Mr. President.
All right, with that, I'll ask everyone in the chamber to rise for adjourning motions. And first, I'll look to my left for adjourning motions, and then to my right, Councilmember Rodriguez.
Thank you. Colleagues, today I rise to adjourn in memory of Catherine Elise Cade, more commonly known as Kathy Cade, an extraordinary artist and activist who passed away on November 16, 2024, at the age of 82. Kathy was a trailblazer whose life and work embodied the pursuit of justice, equality, and the celebration of humanity in many of its forms. Kathy's journey as an activist began in the heart of the civil rights movement, where she spent nearly a decade fighting for racial justice. Her work during that time reflected her deep commitment to human rights and laid the foundation for her lifelong advocacy. In the early 1970s, Kathy turned her focus to photography, a medium she wielded with remarkable skill and purpose. Through her lens, Kathy captured the lives, love, and struggles of same-sex couples, especially women in the lesbian community, during a time when their stories were often ignored or misunderstood. Her work was not merely a documentation of marginalized lives. It was a declaration of their existence, their dignity, and their rightful place in the tapestry of humanity. One of her most celebrated projects was her 1987 book, Lesbian Mothering, an everyday affair which shed light on the experiences of lesbian mothers and families. At a time when mainstream narratives often excluded or vilified LGBTQ+ individuals, Kathy's work gave voice to their stories with tenderness, authenticity, and profound respect. Kathy's contributions extended far beyond the art world. She was an active participant in the women's liberation movement of the 1970s, documenting protests, gatherings, and milestones in the fight for gender equality. Her presence at the intersection of the civil rights movement, the women's movement, and the LGBTQ+ rights movement made her a unique and invaluable witness to history. Her memoir, My Family, The Movement, and Me, How Being in the Civil Rights Movement Affected My White Family, published in 2002, offers a deeply personal account of her experiences as a white woman in the civil rights struggle. It also highlights her unflinching honesty and her commitment to examining complexities of privilege, identity, and solidarity. She was a true storyteller who understood that representation matters and that every story deserves to be told. Today, I ask that we adjourn in Kathy's memory and honor her for her courage, compassion, creativity, and the creativity that she brought to the world. I am thankful to have known one of Kathy's sons, Carl, very well. Many of you might know Carl Cade. He and I worked very closely together when we worked at LA Unified, and Kathy was certainly a force for good, and her legacy continues, both in the work of her sons, both Carl and Leojo, her sister Claire, and it's a remarkable life that she lived, and we were so fortunate that she captured, through her lens, life in its most authentic form. May her legacy live on as a beacon of hope, resilience, and love. May she rest in peace.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Rodriguez. All right, I have an adjourning motion, and I'll ask Dr. Amarjit Singh Marwa's family to join me here. We lost Dr. Marwa, a renowned dentist, philanthropist, and community leader at the age of 98 this past January 7th. His life was a beacon of service and achievement. Born in Punjab, India, and graduating from the Lahore Dental College in 1947, Dr. Marwa's career was marked by prestigious milestones, including a Fulbright Fellowship and other scholarships that enabled him to pursue advanced studies in New York, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. His dental clients included Hollywood legends such as Elizabeth Taylor and Gregory Peck, and his commitment to community care was evidenced through his work in the low-income community that USC rests at their community dental clinic. He played a key role in supporting the first Asian and Sikh elected to the United States Congress. Highlights of his life included dedication to uplifting marginalized communities. He funded over 100 scholarships for Indian American students and made substantial contributions to his alma maters. He donated $300,000 to establish the Marwa Comprehensive Care Clinic at historically black college, Howard University, and $250,000 for the Dr. and Mrs. Marwal Faculty Endowment Fund for the University of Illinois. In India, his investments in education and humanitarian projects total over $120 million US. He donated land and funds to build and renovate the Hollywood Sikh Temple in our own city, establishing it as a central institution for the Sikh community in the city of Los Angeles. In 2023, he participated in a documentary project by filmmaker Chandra, exploring the historic journey of Dalip Singh Sound to the United States Congress. His enduring contributions to education, healthcare, culture, and community inspire us to honor his commitment and the continuity of his service and work to the city of Los Angeles and beyond. And so on behalf of a grateful city, all 4-point-something million of us, we extend our deepest gratitudes for the gift of Dr. Mara and join you in the sadness at his loss. Thank you so much, and may he rest in peace, Dr. Mara. Today is his birthday. Would have been 99, right? 99. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, Councilmember Rahman.
Thank you. Just wanted to be added to that adjournment. The Hollywood Sikh Temple is in my district, and I've heard about the legacy of Dr. Marwa in that temple. So thank you so much for bringing this family in. Thank you for allowing us to recognize his legacy, and I'm grateful to all of you for what he gave to Los Angeles. Thank you.
Thank you. His family is reminding me of some contributions that they don't want us to forget. He was chair of our Cultural Commission for 18 years, and Cultural Heritage Commission under Mayor Bradley, and chair of our Planning and Land Use Committee, which are no small contributions on their own. So thank you all so much, and thank you for your service on behalf of the city. Truly appreciate it. All right, I have one more adjourning motion. I ask that this council adjourn in the memory of Miss Willie Blanche Wright, otherwise known as Mama Kitty. We celebrate her extraordinary life. She is lovingly known as Grandma, Ma, Aunt Kit, Kitty, or Mama Kitty. I will tell you, after knowing her for over 30 years, this is the first time I knew what her first name was because we never called her anything other than Mama Kitty. She was born in 1934 in South Carolina and made a lasting impact on everybody who had the opportunity to know her. She was a woman of strength, wisdom, and boundless love. She's the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Wade. She grew up with a deep appreciation for education and resilience. She carried that spirit with her to an HBCU, South Carolina State University, where she pursued a degree in elementary education. She also dreamed of becoming a nurse, and the times dictated otherwise, but nothing could diminish her passion for nurturing and uplifting those around her. It was at South Carolina State that she met her husband, Daniel Wright, and began a life rich with love, laughter, and shared dreams. Her journey led her from the fields of the South to the bustling streets of Boston, where she raised her children and built a vibrant neighborhood and community. Her life is a testament to the preservation and joy, dancing to James Brown, filling her home with music, and turning every gathering into a celebration of love and culture. Whether she was sharing a meal, bestowing one of her famous nicknames on you, imparting timeless wisdom through her beloved Southern sayings, she had a way of making every single person feel like family. In 1990, she moved to Los Angeles, where she embraced her most cherished role, that of grandma and village matriarch. She became Mama Kitty not just to her own grandchildren, but to a beautiful extended family of children she helped raise, instilling them with a love for soul food, good music, and the values of community and kindness. Her heart and home were always open, and her impact will be felt for generations to come. This past January, on the 17th, she was called home after 90 years of good living and service to so many of us. She now joins other family members, her siblings and her son in their transitions. She leaves behind devoted grandchildren, children, and great-grandchildren, a village of loved ones who will carry on the memory forward. Kitty embodied the African proverb, "It takes a village," and she was the heart of her village. Though we mourn her passing, we celebrate the love, laughter, and wisdom that she gave so freely. Her legacy lives on in every story she shared, every song she played, and every dance in her honor. She is survived by a host of family members, children, grandchildren, community members, a list far too long to name, but you know who you are. Her daughter, Dr. Grills, is a professor at LMU, so if you went to LME in the last 25 years, you probably had occasion to meet Mama Kitty, and she did work with a host of organizations in our community as well. And so with that, on behalf of a grateful city, we thank Mama Kitty and ask that she rest in power. Seeing no other adjournings, our meeting is completed. Thank you so much, everybody.